Hell spirits, spitting heaven overthrow, and I got attitude Armageddon. Where you headed? Throw the elders beyond the sky. Remember me in the diamond light. Psilocybin, round about midnight. Chillicosms, they killing us off with corona. So put a new spirit on you, top to bottoms. War is not flesh and blood. They quarantine the hood. Germ malfeasance, teach the babies the real reasons. Here comes the sun, change the seasons, interdimensional rift, light a spliff, puff puff pass, receive the gift, the science is mad, evil's plot, son brothers and aunt sisters, unforgotten, they're afraid of God so they kill our human. They wild running loose on the planet, spoiled children. The only way to miss this is to metamorphosize in the chrysalis. The whole world is a simulation. Halo, Gods of War, Final Fantasy, Call of Duty, Xbox, PlayStation. Every morning we wake up in the Matrix, looking for a new high, a new fix. Mainframe glitch, lost in the stupor, palms itch, flip the switch, elevated, consecrated, we pass through, tribal mystics, incantation, voodoo, God power, fishing, new truths. Know ye not the year all gods? Knowledge, freedom, understanding, Allah, teach to you, knowledge yourself is key, get free, one love, peace. Hey, talking on the same thing, the battle in the sky, attitude Armageddon. I want to talk about women, put my little 2 cents in just on my experience. I ain't been with but about 13 women over 55 years, so I don't know a whole lot like Solomon or any of these other cats out here, that's been with hundreds of them or whatever. I wasn't trying to do that. All I know is based on what off of my ignorance, I'm going to tell you what I learned. The ignorant way that I went about doing some things and not being patient. It wasn't always ignorant. It was just I didn't have the patience. So from what I learned, a woman wants you to secure her and to take care of her and give her a sense of security where she won't have to worry about if something happened to her, will you be there to take care of her? She want to know that if something happened to her, you're going to be there to take care of her. You're going to handle all the business. Somebody come at her the wrong way, you're going to beat them down. Somebody come at them, do something financially or whatever, you got her back. Somebody do something against her children, her family, you got her back. So she wants security and she wants love. She wants love. Some aspects, she's very fragile and vulnerable. She wants you to secure that and make sure she feels safe. And she may have a lot of doubts about a lot of things. You got to quell those doubts. You got to take all doubt out of her mind that you are who you say you are. So in my endeavor, I say, well, I've never really established that with a woman. She may have felt that way at first, but then when I did what I did and didn't have the patience to deal with the struggle or whatever, what have you, we had to go our separate ways. But all I say is I've learned a lot from that, and I learned a lot from our relationships to know, I haven't had no whole lot of bad relationships. They all were good to me. They taught me a lesson, taught each of us a lesson. They were good. I wasn't an abuser. I never abused a woman or did anything to harm a woman or anything like that. But all I can say is, there's a lot of people out here talking about what a woman should do and what she shouldn't. She been, especially the black woman, she been holding it down for us for 66 trillion years. How you gonna come out the womb in 1963 and tell these women that's been on the planet for 66 trillion years before you what they should do? and how they should live. You know, if anybody tell another woman what to do, it should be another woman, you know, or an elder, you know. And you know, I mean, come on, man. A lot of y'all be talking. I look at your audience, and they falling asleep, got frowns and scowls on their face. I don't see that with the ministers, with the women that's following the minister. That's how I know if you teaching the truth. The women ain't got no smiles on their faces, and they not happy to see you, and they got scowls on their face when you talking. I ain't trying to listen to nothing you got to say, and I ain't trying to go in there to follow you. I ain't following nobody, really, because, you know, I'm done following people, you know, because ain't nobody going to give you nothing you don't do for yourself. You got to do it for yourself. Now, I support the Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam, Nation of God's Earth, Moore Science Temple, Hebrew Israelites, Black Panthers. I support all of them, UNIA, RBG, everybody. I support y'all because y'all doing stuff to support the future of Black America, and the Asiatic diaspora, the Black diaspora, you know, and the world, the planet. Y'all want to bring peace and harmony to the human family of the planet Earth. That's what I'm about. And so the battle of the sky is, you know, who gonna win your mind? Look here. If you think women just out here so you can pimp them and play them, you only doing that to your own detriment, man. You know, I don't care how hard a pimp you is, or whatever you want to say, how bold and gifted you are in the game, or whatever. You know, look, man, if you want a future for humanity, that ain't gonna work. Bottom line. If you don't want a future for humanity, why don't you just save us all the trouble and kill yourself? And I say that truthfully. I ain't pulling back on that. If you want to destroy everybody else because you don't like the world, or you don't like what's going on with you, and you want to try to destroy women and men and children and communities and everything, just do us all a favor. Go and take yourself out. That'll do us a favor to save us the trouble of dealing with you. You know, that's how I feel about that. I feel strongly about that, because you ain't doing nobody no good. You just destroying the community. Now, as far as women is concerned, I say this to them: don't ever give up. You've been going this long, this strong. Don't ever give up. And once you see the signs that somebody you with is a fool and he crazy, get the hell out of there. Just leave. Don't even think about it. You know, if he's showing signs that he ain't gonna do right, if the first sign of abuse, bust up and get the hell out of there, and don't go back. Let him learn from his own mistakes. Don't go back for no reason at all. If a man put his hands on you, leave him where he lie. If you don't kill him first, just leave him there. Don't deal with that. Leave that alone. Get up out of there. If it's abusive, verbally, physically, or anywhere, get up out of there. Don't go back. Take the kids. Get the hell up out of there. You know, that's the battle of the sky for that's your mind and your body. And I can't tell a woman what to do with her body, but I'm saying like this: if God brings the seed to term and it germinates into a live fetus, that child has a destiny, a divine destiny. That child has a divine destiny if God saw to it to bring that child into the womb and start growing it. That's a divine destiny. So even through the most heinous of things, you can always take it with your mind and train that child in the right way and whatnot. I know that's a controversial subject and whatnot, what have you, but that's just my opinion, how I feel about it. And so that's what I feel about that. I ain't nobody's expert. I'm not trying to be no leader or none of that. I'm just giving you my opinion. This is the battle of the sky in my mind, and That's what I'm expressing. My attitude Armageddon. And so that's how I feel about it. And children are the joy of everyone's family. If and LGBTQ, y'all can work with adoption and stuff and all that like you've been doing, but I'm telling you, man, when you start changing your body and you hear man and you hear as a woman and you want to change over and everything, these doctors are mad scientists. They're not God. They don't know how to give you the right parts for what you want to do. They're mad scientists, and they turn you into something that's going to do nothing but give you mental illness. That's the bottom line. I'm going to tell it to you straight up. You're going to have mental illness because there's always going to be a conflict in your mind and your body about who and what you are. And you constantly going to be trying to prove it to yourself and others that you something that you're not. So I'm going to cut straight to the chase. Quit trying to transform something into some monstrosity. I know I apologized for that before, but that's just what it is. I mean, I can't change it. You want to cut off your penis and try to get them to put a vagina. You don't have a womb. You weren't born with it. They can't put one in there and make you have the mystery of science of life. You can't do that. It's not there. Then they messing with robots and doing all this stuff and AI. It's a sick, mad scientist world. And the woman needs to be protected from that. Keep her away from that. You got a good woman, keep her away from this TV and radio and all this stuff as much as you can. Try to get all the old school stuff that was positive, all the old school music, all the old school movies and stuff that's positive, encouraging, educational, inspiring, uplifting. It's a lot of good programming and movies out there. You got to control that. Don't if you have a wife, I'm not saying you manipulate, control her like she a puppet, but as a man, you in charge of that relationship. You supposed to be the protector, and so you shouldn't allow her to watch all this stuff and crazy stuff that's out there without some kind of guardianship, because that stuff can lead to nightmares, especially if she's pregnant. She watching horror movies and all that. Come on now, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do all this stuff. And so the bottom line is you got to be a protector, just like I said in my other series. Put a hedge of protection around that child. The same kind of hedge of protection you got to keep around your woman. You don't want no strange men around your woman. You don't let her go out hanging out with the girls out to the club and all that kind of crazy stuff and madness. If you married, you should be taking her out yourself, going places and whatnot. If you got girlfriends, if she got girlfriends or whatever sisters she want to hang out with, you got to ask them where they going, where they going and why they going. Just like everything else. It's a partnership, but you in control if you understand what that kind of relationship of a husband and a wife is. Now, if they don't want to be a part of that, that's not a candidate for a wife. And he not a candidate for a husband. You got to be in control and in charge. I'm not saying be oppressive and don't let her do nothing, but at the same time, you got to be protective. And she got to be nurtured into having her own mind and will and decision making for herself. But if you find out that she's very naive or been sheltered in her life or whatever, what have you, then you gotta continue to protect her from the stuff that'll harm her. Because it's the woman's mind is the same as her womb. Whatever she puts in it, that's what's gonna be produced out. It's going to come out in the food. It's going to come out in the love making. It's going to come out in your livelihood. It's going to come out in everything. So whatever you put into her, you got to make sure it's something you want to be reproduced 2 and 3 fold. So don't put no garbage in there if you don't want no garbage back. So that's all I got to say about that. But, a lot of things, relationships fail over finances. If you ain't got the money to take care of a woman, the way she need to be taken care of. Now, I like a natural woman, so I don't believe in all that nails and hair and all. I like your natural hair. I like your natural look. I like a natural woman. Now, a little makeup and stuff when we go out, just to accent your beauty, that's understandable. But I don't like all that craziness. Looking like Snuffleupagus with the eyelashes about 6 feet long and looking, crazy and everything, and all the fake hair and weave, and you scratching your hair all day, and then when we make love, the hair weave come off, and you come on now. Don't, that's just me. But I'm just saying, I like a natural woman. Some people like all that. I don't like that. But you gotta have understanding of what it is to be in a relationship. And I'll say it again. Relationship Talks by Katrina Muhammad. Don't judge her by me and how I deliver these messages. This is a good book. Don't judge her by me. You say, oh, he this and that and other. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be myself. I'm a former sailor, so it's a lot of stuff that I got in me that's angry and bitter, and I cuss a lot and all that, but this sister's a beautiful sister. She wrote a wonderful book, and I think everybody should get it when they get in a relationship, courtship, or dating, or whatever you want to call it. This book, Relationship Talks, relationshiptalksbook.com is the website. And you get this book and learn all the stuff you need to learn and talk about as far as before you get into a relationship, a committed relationship. That's what you need to get into. And the society that I support and promote, there's other societies in the world that's good, but the one I know and I'm familiar with, Supreme Understanding. Get that. You get understanding of the nation as it stands. And I think it's easy for a woman to just accept this world because she can get everything she wants. All she got to do is open her legs and take her clothes off. She can get anything she wants doing that. But the thing of it is, as a woman, if you're a woman, do you really want to just go that route? Because that people look at you as just a tramp, Now, there's ways that people have made a living off of that. That's done that, just promoting that. But is that what you want to be known for? And your children, children are impressionable. Whatever the woman puts into her body, that's the kind of child she's going to produce. Everything into her mind, into her body, the food, whether the baby's going to be healthy and all that. It's a laboratory. The woman is a lab. She's a lab for the scientists, so it's like, what are you going to do? Put some mad scientists and chemicals and all that in there and make her come out with some kind of crazy mad science monster baby or something, that's why you gotta nurture and protect your woman and your family and all of that. Keep them safe and secure. Make them have no fear of anything. Not only protect them, but teach them how to protect themselves. Make sure your woman know how to fight and defend herself. How to take down a clown if he come at her or whatever. And get out of there quick. How to neutralize the enemy when he come. Be careful, because if you get out of line, she gonna use it on you. So that's another thing. But that's what you want to do. Even if you get out of line, teach her so she can check you too. That's what you need to. If you're a real man If you get out of line, you would want somebody to check you and get you back right. I wouldn't want to get out of line with none of these women, especially not no black woman. Black woman ain't nothing to play with, bro. You know, I know it's some strong brothers out here, bro. Oh, slap a so and so. Yeah, that's a punk to me. Anybody put his hands on a woman when you know you can overpower, you don't do it because you know she's fragile and precious. You know, and you keep that and protect her and respect her all the way around. And like I said, I'm no expert on relationships or whatnot, what have you. I haven't been in that many of them, but the ones I've been in, I won't say they were bad. It just didn't go the way that I planned it. You know, I didn't get past the 3-year mark, you know, as they say. If you get past the 3-year mark, you pretty much in the door. But or 5 years, or however they say. I think it's 5 years for a business, 3 years for a relationship. But yeah, so who gonna win the battle of your mind? Who gonna win the battle of your mind? Attitude Armageddon, where you heading?